What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of History Behind the Horror. I am your host, Tane. For tonight's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the purple guy from the Five Nights at Freddy's series. If you guys do enjoy this video and you would love to see more here on HBTH, please remember to like and also share this video. It does help this channel out a lot. And put in the comments for whatever episode you would like to see next here on HBTH. With that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode. And as always, I hope you all enjoy the video. William Afton is the main antagonist of the Five Nights at Freddy's series. He was responsible for the missing children incident mentioned in Five Nights at Freddy's, and he may have carried out more murders as implied by the death minigames in the second game. He appears in most of the death minigames of the second game and the end of night minigames of the third and fourth game, and his role in the franchise's story is pivotal. He was also the owner of Afton Robotics, LLC. Physical appearance. William Afton's appearance in the minigames is represented with the size and height of an adult male, and with his sprite color ranging from various tones of purple, depending on the minigame. However, it is important to note that his skin tone might actually not be purple, but is only represented in this way. He is also sometimes depicted wearing a yellow accessory on his chest, presumably a badge. It isn't until Five Nights at Freddy's 3 that he retained a consistent appearance, undetailed as it may be, though he has expressive eyes and a mouth that conveys his emotional state. Another instance in which William shows more detail than his other appearances is during the Save Them Death minigame, in which he has glowing white eyes, a yellow object on his chest which resembles a badge, and either holds a purple object which is speculated to be a weapon or tool, or extends his hand in a beckoning pose. If one were to closely inspect William as Springtrap, they would see small glimpses of what was once William's innards. Rare death scenes also show William's mummified head. Personality. Initially, William's story was mostly told via silent actions within retro graphics, or by reading between the lines throughout the games. William is the murderer of the 5 children that sparked the downfall of Fazbear Entertainment and started the chain of events that leads players through the series. Judging by his actions and appearance within the games, William is cruel, cold-blooded, and methodical, clearly feeling no remorse for his actions. It isn't until he is confronted by the supposed ghost of the 5 children that he shows any other emotion: fear. His motives are unknown and cryptic. Heard in the intro of Sister Location, William formerly had a rather calm and neutral personality, speaking in a southeastern British accent. The Pizza Party minigame in Five Nights at Freddy's VR, Help Wanted, appears to be a recreation of one of Afton's murders, judging by the clearly exaggerated events leading to the player's death and how he proceeds to dance gleefully after having successfully murdered the victim. William takes joy and pleasure in his murders, which is only reinforced by his voice lines in Five Nights at Freddy's AR Special Delivery. In contrast to his subtle and calculated voice, his mannerisms are incredibly flamboyant and unhinged. From this, it can be gathered that William's hubris grew larger as he became more experienced as a killer. This also led to him being arrogant and careless, which explains his behavior in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 and Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. Appearances. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. William first appears in several minigames that occasionally occurs after the player gets killed by one of the animatronics, including Foxy Go Go Go, Take Care to the Children, and Save Them, where he started his killing spree way back in the past before the events of the second game. His murder was revealed in both Take Care to the Children and Foxy Go Go Go, where he killed the crying assigned child outside the restaurant and 5 children respectively. In the Save Them minigame, William sometimes appears in one room upon entering and will suddenly rush towards Withered Freddy, whom the player plays as, to end the minigame, resulting in a game crash along with the "you can't" text. There is no way to avoid him upon seeing him. Five Nights at Freddy's 3. William makes his first physical appearance in the third game as a reanimated corpse trapped within a heavily damaged spring body suit, likely used for the murders, known as Springtrap. Before the starting events of the third game, William appears in the end of night minigames within the abandoned Freddy Fazbear Pizza, where his fate of becoming Springtrap is revealed. In the first 4 End of Night minigames, William will dismantle the 4 original animatronics when they attempt to go to the safe room one by one on each night. Upon attempting to enter the room while following Shadow Freddy, the ERR or the message will be displayed. If the animatronic do not enter the room for a little while, William will dismantle them regardless. On night 5, however, 5 spirits of the missing children incident appear and enter the safe room along with William. After one of the spirits chasing him for a while, he runs in the spring Bonnie suit in order to get away from them. Few seconds later, as he laughs while thinking his getaway was successful, is crushed to death in the suit due to the malfunctioning spring locks. While the spirit's disappearing, the dying William lays upon a pool of his own blood, twitching. 30 years later, he is reborn as Springtrap. Five Nights at Freddy's 4. While William Afton does not appear as an antagonist in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, he does make a cameo in Fredbear's Family Diner at the end of Night 3, where if the player goes back to the dining room when the man in the Fredbear suit is first seen, William appears to be helping an employee into a spring Bonnie suit. Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. While William does not appear anywhere in Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, his presence is very strong. His voice can be heard during the opening intro where he describes Circus Baby's design and purpose. At the end of the game, his son, Michael, the main protagonist of the game, speaks to him, informing him that he found what William was looking for and that they, likely the animatronics of sister location, had mistaken Michael for being William. And that ends yet another episode of History Behind the Horror. If you enjoyed yourself here tonight, you would love to see more here on HBTH. Make sure to please like and also share this video. It does help this channel out a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure you do subscribe so you always stay up to date when a new video is available, because we got some new things coming up soon that I'm sure you wouldn't want to miss. And also hit the bell notification so you always stay up to date as soon as a new video is released. And make sure you guys put in the comment section for whatever video you would like to see here next on History Behind the Horror. With that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this latest episode of HBTH, and I will see you on the next episode of History Behind the Horror.